So I love this image. It's really cool because it's Tech Tower. So if you haven't been on campus, they used to steal the tea from up there and then they stopped. But anyways, why I think this makes Georgia Tech and like specifically MS-HCI special is that there's honestly such a big community here. And like I think this image is really representative of that because you're seeing like the overview of the campus and that's really the entire bubble of the HCI community. Like everyone here is so passionate, so friendly, and even around me as I'm speaking, there's so many awesome HCI members.
I do. So, so this, this is the Secret Santa event that we conducted on December 15th. No, 3rd. Okay, I was wrong about that. And that's Madison with with the Santa hat. And that was my anchor to this event. I was not part of this. But they apparently had a lot of fun. One of my teammates burnt her tongue with the hot chocolate. It was like burning hot. This matters to us because everyone got $20 gifts and it was fun. And I think everyone got what they wanted. So yeah, that's the event.
We love food. If you want free food, we love it at the point where we have a channel where if there's any food lying around anywhere in campus and it's free to come up for grabs, we put a picture of it and we tempt you with great pictures so that by the time you come, it's gone.
Okay, this is our camping event at the beginning of the semester. This is one of the bigger events that we have when it starts the semester is camping. So for this year, we both first year and second year going to the camping somewhere in Atlanta. No, in Georgia. Yeah, it's up in Georgia, and we go there for 2 day, 1 night where we hang out together. We drove there and then we spent a day looking at the forest, see the nature, and touch glass.
Oh my god! Guys, that's my mom and dad. This was Halloween. We have like an annual Halloween party for the program, and we also have a buddy program. So that is my buddy Angel, and her boyfriend Paul are obviously Nemo, and then that one girl from Nemo, kind of iconic.
Okay, so this is Chuseok. This is a traditional Korean tradition that happens in the fall, and we have a bunch of people who brought a bunch of food that I think are Korean themed, not Korean themed, Korean food. And then, yeah, and it's hosted by our wonderful students who are Korean, obviously. And it's just a nice time because everybody gets to enjoy the food from a different culture that they're not part of.
At the beginning of the semester, there's a really fun bar crawl. I unfortunately did not make it, but it was really cool. And this is like a great moment where everyone like started to get to know each other within the program and like the first of the first year and second year bonding. And as you can see, everyone had a great time. There are first years, there are second years, they're all together. And it was really cool because that's like the beginning of like how amazing our community is now. It's just continued to bloom.
Okay, so this was a very special Thanksgiving, which we have every year. The HCI program, it's really great. Got to try foods from so many different like cultures, and everything was great. I brought mac and cheese, and it was ate up. So, but it's a great time for us to just kind of relax, especially when it's like around finals and stuff like that. So yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I think everyone had a really great time.
So what you're looking at here is the affinity mapping process. And so as a UX researcher, this is really important because this is where you're going to synthesize the research that you've been doing to understand some of the user needs that will inform things for your design team. So actually spend 3 class periods going through this whole process, using yellow stickies into blue stickies and then pink stickies. It really informs how we approach our 2 projects, our research and design projects, because whether you want to be a UX researcher or a UX designer, this skill is critical to understanding.
So it stands for profession. And we do fun things. It's a 1 credit subject, 1 credit, 3 credit, 1 credit subject, where we do fun things, where we prepare students for the professional practice. So we do things like resume roundups, portfolio sessions, portfolio feedback sessions, elevator pitches. We also have some people from the industry come in and speak to us and give us tips and tricks. And it's overall helping us it's essentially setting us up for the industry that we're going to join and what to expect and how to best represent ourselves for it.
This is a really important tool that we use as UXers in general. Also something I would advise you try dipping your toe into before coming into the program, but also we're super supportive of every level of skill you have with Figma, in case you couldn't tell what this was. We're generally very supportive of each other. We learn from each other a lot, and it's a very close-knit cohort. We're super helpful of each other, and also, as you can see, there's a lot of colors used along with shapes, which indicates visual. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This is okay. Love the tool. We love each other.
She is a professional UX researcher working for User Testing, which is a platform that a lot of UX researchers use, mostly for user testing. It's pretty self-explanatory. And it's a really good tool that just kind of lets you put up your prototypes on there and have evaluation questions. You're also able to filter out what types of users you want, and they do the rest, which is really nice. Yeah, it ties back to the HCI program because you can actually like talk to UX professionals. Like it's one thing to use the platform, it's another thing to have somebody from that company go to class and talk about it, which I think is really cool. And I don't think that's an experience that a lot of people would have. So the program is really nice when it brings out really cool people like Megan.
So this is Canvas. If you would use it in your undergrad, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, well, here it is. This is most likely what a schedule you may end up taking in your fall semester, particularly PPP, which is talked about earlier, getting you prepared for industry. And then HCI Foundations, which is a really cool project. You ended up basically making a case study in your class, which is super cool. And you become pretty close with your teammates that you end up meeting throughout the semester. Psychology research methods for HCI. That is with Dr. Bruce, amazing professor. Like, I think one of the best professors I've had so far. It's only been 1 semester, but all the professors here are great. And also Brown Bag, the seminar. Basically, you get to listen to these really cool industry speakers and you get free lunch. So definitely recommend some sort of schedule like this. Learn about what HCI is like and make some really great friends throughout the process.
Okay, so like Vanshika was talking about, we have something called PPP, and one of the events that we have is industry professionals come in. So like some of these people are like UX designers. I think one of them was at State Farm, someone else was at Duolingo, and they come in and talk about their experience getting into industry and all that. And so yeah, that was cool to like learn from people who are DT alums, and it's nice to see how connected the GT alumni network is to the current cohort. So that was cool. Yeah.
And here's Junpei robot food delivery. So you're gonna see this robot running around the campus. I don't know how they order that, how they operate. There's a rumor that people actually like using a remote control them to drive around the campus. I don't know, is that a myth?
All these robots have personalities, especially Junpei. I've seen Junpei literally in every situation. I've seen it like on its back. I've seen it blinking. I've seen it in the middle of the road. I've seen it chasing other people. Yeah, Junpei, if you're seeing this, I love you.
As a newcomer to Georgia Tech, I realized frequently I would have to take the different buses, especially the gold bus, that would become my best friend. In the beginning, we got off to a rocky start because like the routes were just not like connecting, but they rerouted everything. Things are better.
And now it's better.
Yeah.
So we have PPP's really far from where most of us live, so we'd have to like trek. We'd be like 20 minutes late and like still running to PPP. But now they rerouted the gold, so we can take it to PPP and not be sweaty and gross when we get there.
So now we're like more connected.
Yeah,
Get around
and like all
stuff.
of us are always on that bus together.
Yes.
Like, you'll always see at least one other MS-HCI person on the gold bus.
So
Guaranteed.
feel free to talk to us on the bus.
I literally saw Disha yesterday going to the CRC. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is super, super cool. It's actually in the room with us, celebrity sighting.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one of our really awesome HCI teams, this cohort. And they are doing a project with the aquarium. And I think as we're talking, they're going to bring it up here too, maybe, or not.
Yes, they should, and they should
actually-
come in the frame. They should
Okay.
come in the frame,
Okay,
and they should show their project.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's really cool. And they worked with the aquarium and they made an entire thing. And I would love for you guys to give a little snippet about it.
Okay.
So our project is with the Georgia Aquarium, where we have to design an entire new exhibit, and this is one of the exhibits that we designed. It is aimed at educating children about the tree life cycle, particularly at the end of it, and how it still provides shelter and other good benefits for animals and other plants, even at the end of its life cycle.
No.
Okay.
And so, just to wrap that up, that's how cool our HCI's community is because we're all working on such cool projects.
Okay, another thing that I think is really cool about this is that we were able to do testing in the aquarium itself. So, besides user testing, which is the platform that most people use to evaluate digital prototypes, we actually ended up with a physical prototype. So having the avenues to do actual user testing with the physical prototypes was really nice.
So this is the Candida building, which is where we have our PPP, and it's actually quite a very special building because I think it's one of the only carbon negative buildings here on campus and like in the southern eastern region. It's pretty nice, but I know there's a few complaints about how it is a little bit too carbon negative in some aspects and a little too eco-friendly and maybe not the most user-friendly. However, I think this is just one of the things that makes the campus really special.
As an international student that's never studied abroad before, I found this community extremely welcoming and open to all different perspectives, cultures, and everything that we know about each other comes from just interacting casually. Like, it doesn't have to be a big deal. It's felt a lot more like home. It took me some time to call this place home, but when I did, I meant it. And it's thanks to all the people that I've met and like interacted with and become friends with throughout. Everything from like the curriculum, the breadth that we get, the depth that it affords, the opportunities that we have to explore pretty much any stray thought you have. There's always going to be someone obsessed with it. There's always going to be someone you can talk to about it. And I also absolutely love my cohort. It's all really passionate, really talented, super excited people about HCI and like the different flavors. If you think you know HCI, it's going to broaden your mind a lot coming into this because everybody has their own flavor of it. And that's the best part. So yeah, I love this cohort.